Yep, another one drives me nuts. Maladaptive.
Maladaptive.
I'm just making up words,
You
you know?
are.
You know how, like, Freddie liked that one
Like
word?
Scaramouche. Oh, no, Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. My poor mother. I just love her.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust. Welcome.
To another exciting episode of I Feel It Real Fun for you
2022.
on
she
the
says.
18th of May,
Oh,
2022.
it's the 18th of May.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the 1/8. Coral. Ooga, ooga. I don't even know why I did that.
Oh, because it's Coral. It's not Emma.
I know. Anyway, good morning, Coral. Stella
Valerie,
Jim,
I should
Sizzle.
say.
maybe just she needs tagged. Tagger
Valerie.
and bagger.
So
Another one
today's show's
drives
the
the bus.
problems or power?
Yeah, I retitled it on the fly, right? Because I have the right to do that.
The Secret of Matthew.
That's right.
Which is actually, we talked about Matthew on
We
The
explored
Remark.
Matthew. We explore Matthew. We explore one disciple per month in this year's remarkable program. People go, what do you do for a month? So, well, we don't just answer your question, right?
No.
So as much as I love answering questions, I like inviting people to explorations. But anyway, that's my fucking problem. Don't say fucking, don't say problem. Negative words, bad.
Okay.
All right, meanwhile,
go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
I got sign up, right? Get them their free emails and the stuff.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, remember, like before we were doing, like, hey, join us in Dream Driven Day, right? It's we're already on day 5, going on day 6. We put up an announcement and sent out an email for the Pearl Call this weekend because it's voting day, and I don't believe in politicans, many bloodsuckers, right? Think about it, ticks, bloodsuckers. What do? They give you what? Lyme disease. Right?
Yeah.
What's Lyme wash? Just paints
the
over shit.
leeches give you Lyme disease.
No, ticks do, right?
Oh, ticks
Yeah,
do.
many ticks, bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers will give you what? Lyme disease. What's Lyme wash? You paint over shit. It looks all pretty. Anyway, you can tell my attitude. Like, everyone's getting all serious
Where
about
does
the
your
election.
head go? Now, Bruce Roop, good on you. I saw
Lie
you
disease.
said, Bruce Roop said, only yesterday he read all the 12 disciples.
Bruce Root,
Good
you're the
on
man.
you.
You're the one that's making it happen. Another one drives the bus.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Nothing
Chris.
really mattered.
DDD
Nothing
Chris.
really matters to me. All right, so
Yes,
you guys are remarkable. No, we've got nuts over Freddie.
we have.
So
We tend to overdose. Well, I don't know if it's 20's fault or my fault.
radio. See, I'm the
Oh,
one.
both our
See, I'm the
faults.
one. See. You know what I am? I'm the state of AM radio, right? I had a 1972 Buick with an AM radio in it, and the bands were loose, right? And so so it just drift
It'd
from one.
slip on to FM and then back to AM.
No, it would just slide around to whatever was there. So you'd hear nothing really matters, bum chicka bum ba bum bum, and next on talk radio. I mean, it would just, and that's my
Jump
head, right? Yeah, this is why I don't get stuck, right? I'm all over the band, so
Yes.
I'm the dance party. But
Are you,
meanwhile,
Caroline? Okay, there's a...
yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
yes, she sent us a good email. She's a good one.
She's a good one. Hello,
See,
Paolo.
so far
Or
we've had Freddie
Paola.
Mercury, right?
Is that
we've
Paolo or
had
Paola Mills? I can't.
Sling Blades show up.
It's too far from...
Yeah, Double T. Whoa. I mean, like, all these things show up in just Civil War. Like, even that guy can show up. I mean, that fast. But anyway, today we're going to talk about problems or power. Those of you that have managed to sit through all that insanity.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
And for the person who on YouTube will mark the time down.
Yeah.
Like when we
they'll say,
actually get to our shit.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
10 minutes, 11
the
seconds.
gold.
Radio.
Okay.
I plant seeds all over the place, right? Nothing really matters to me. Okay, so it all begins with, we do this exploration of Matthew. We're going to read a little quote. Then we're going to go into Luke, I am your father, right? And then we're going to go into why we're doing this today. We're doing it all backwards. Q boy. Q ball. The Q man. I'm going to be joining you in the next Tom Clancy book. I do apologize. I never got around to starting this one.
Poor big Q.
Well, Q's like probably halfway through by now.
Yeah.
He's like barbecue.
Yeah.
All right, half cooked. I mean, I'm just.
Half cooked.
Yeah, I'm like scrambled eggs,
That's what we're having for lunch.
All right.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Mind friggin' God. Okay.
So Victoria's going to give
on
us
with the
focus
show.
today. All right.
Sorry, I'm going to what?
You're going to give us focus today by starting with the Neville Goddard quote. Then I'm going to go
am
back to
I?
all that. Yeah.
All right. So we start at the bottom and work up. So the Neville Goddard quote is Matthew, the eighth, as in the eighth disciple, is the gift of God. 1. This quality of the mind reveals man's desires as gifts of God.
All right, ready? There's a lot of, let's just call it what it is. Hashtag
What it is.
bullshit
Oh.
out there. Because people go, well, there's ego desires, and there's divine desires, and there's karmic, and it's like, please, yo, right? As soon as you drop all this extra bullshit, well, there are ego desires. Rightio. What's it say here? Matthew, this quality of mind reveals man's desires as gifts from God. Right? So we've got a post that showed up on the group, and it was basically somebody mentioned microwave, and I mentioned air fryer. Right? Now, here's the thing. I have no desire for a microwave. That doesn't mean I have less or more egotistical bullshit than someone that wants a microwave. If you desire a microwave, God desires a microwave. Right? That doesn't mean we all have to fucking get them. That's the Labour Party in Australia, apparently, right? Everyone gets the same thing, right? See, I am just loving this.
They're liking your hashtag.
Hashtag
Everyone's
bullshit, right?
taking the opportunity.
So your desires are gifts from God. They're divine in origin, right? As soon as you walk away from, well, there's inspired action, which comes from God, and there's egotistic action, which comes from the ego. Like, seriously, dude, right? It's like trying to listen to that.
A desire's a desire, isn't
A
it?
desire is a desire.
Yeah, it comes from you, which is a gift from God.
Right.
It's like that.
How simple can you get it?
Yeah.
And it's always these, well, there's the ego desire, and there's the divine desire, and then there's desire from your higher self. And then I go, hey, no, if I have a higher self, does it mean I have a sideways self as well?
And a lower one.
And a lower self. Do I have a lower sideways self? Does that mean it's an angular self? It's like, because if we're going to go complicated, let's go real complicated. Okay, number 2, Victoria.
Number 2.
This is so good.
The man who has called this disciple into being knows that every desire of his heart is a gift from heaven, and that it contains both the power and the plan of its self-expression.
Alrighty. Every desire
Yeah.
of the heart. This ain't hard, right? Now here's the thing, right? What do I figure I want? That is not a desire of the heart. How do I solve this here problem that keeps like popping up in my head?
Yeah, and if I do this and then this and then
Yeah,
this, then
exactly.
maybe I can have this. And
See, it's like going, right, there's a pretty girl, right? And my desire is to talk to the pretty girl. But instead I go, radio, what do I need to talk to a pretty girl? Well, I probably need a beer. How do I manifest me up a beer? Right? Well, if at a beer, I can look at her. 2 beers, I'll just wink at her. Yo, baby. Right? 3 beers, I start slurring my word and getting cool.
see ya.
Right? So, what's my desire? My desire is to connect with, to be with, to experience some oxytocin and maybe a little bit of
Endorphin or something.
endorphin with that woman. Right? Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Anticipation.
I love that bit actually, that because even if you take the first part, where some people take the first part of that quote, that every desire of his heart is a gift from heaven, but then they'll try and do the planning and the plotting, and he's really,
plot.
Neville says, it contains, that desire contains both the power and the plan
By
of
the
its
way,
self-expression.
Do you want to know how to tell if you're stuck in the middle? You want to know if you're focused on problems? You're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
You're plotting.
Yeah,
You're trying to figure out it.
yeah.
Let's continue it, Victoria.
3, such a man never questions the manner of its expression.
Right. Dear Mr. 20, how do I guarantee that I get what I want without other people dying and shit? Right? Because I don't want no one suffering. So here's what I do. I do my Feel It Real sessions, just like you say. I listen to 20 minutes of brainwave recordings. I light my holy candle before I don't put it too close to the bed because the last time bed caught fire. So I put rather the holy candle at a safe distance, 1.5 meters. That's the safety distance, right? It is. Right. Dan said so.
0.5.
Yeah, 1.5 meters.
Oh.
Safety distance.
Social distance. Yeah, okay.
Same thing, right?
So
you keep that special candle all that
holy
distance
candle.
away. Holy candle. That's right. Holy Jesus. And then you put on your brainwaves recording, and then you finish your session, and you always end it with 7 repetitions of, for the best of all involved, amen. Why? Right, here's the thing. Such a man never questions the manner of its expression. Right? When's it happening? Where's it happening? Who's involved? Don't care. Right? I didn't, when I manifested up my car, go, well, some guy named Tom Sawyer who hoarded a fuck ton of gold is going to be the guy that sells it to me. Like, think about it. I can't make this shit up.
Yeah, you're looking for the raft. If you really thought, it's going to be Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, it's going to be Tom Sawyer's going to sell me my car.
I'm coming down on the raft with Huckleberry.
Right? And what are the odds that it's Tom Sawyer selling me my car? 100%. But I don't make it Tom Sawyer. Yo, Ron. It's Ron Mary. So you've got
Ron?
a name, Ron, that I just got to make a song with. Ron.
You don't even remember.
Yeah, Ron Mayberry had a
you just saw.
farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some
Ducks.
I was going to say kids.
Oh, okay.
E-I-E-I-O. A quack, quack here, a wham, way there, here a quack, there a wham, everywhere a quack and a kid. And
there a why. Did you go?
I don't know what I said.
But that would be right, wouldn't it, for kids? Why?
Anyway,
yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Ron. This is the only show where this shit happens.
It is. Right? Like, it goes a bit off target, but we always,
return
to bring it back.
Yeah, within a couple shows.
Okay.
Sometimes you're going to watch 3 shows in a row to find out where was he going. Okay. Number 4.
Number 4. He knows that the plan of expression is never revealed to man, for God's ways are past finding out. Ooh, all right. It's a bit like... Oh, God's tricking us. He's trying to trick us to be secret.
So we don't question the manner of expression. We don't yada, 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 right? So last night we had a marital dispute.
Did we?
Yeah, you don't even remember. She doesn't even remember this shit, right? This is great.
What?
She's got the mind of a goldfish, that woman.
Goldfish.
18-second attention
span.
I
remember listening to the Pink Floyd song a couple of years ago. Yeah. So I guess that's why the
a couple of years ago, right?
Come in. Yeah.
So last night we're watching Norm, right?
McDonald's.
I'm loving me some Norm Macdonald. We watched 2 episodes, and
he's all right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald show, that's a bit quirky, quacky.
Oh, there's only 7 episodes or something.
Oh,
right?
Good. I think it's probably already been canned.
So we're watching Norm, right?
Yes.
And Victoria says something like, "Oh, we could watch something else," and I can tell she's imagining watching Letterman.
I did.
And I said, you know what?
Maybe we could just watch. Let's go and have a look at Letterman's show then.
And I'm not in the mood for Letterman because I love him, but he's been getting a little serious. And like with all the seriousness of the loogie and the voting all going on, it's like I don't need more serious. And so we go back. And so we go back to Norm.
And who's his
next guest? Dave Letterman, right?
It's like wow. Look what I did.
So we don't question the plan. We don't don't figure out the plot. How do I get? I mean, she could be going, how do I get him to watch Letterman? Well, if I dance in front of the TV screen naked, maybe he'll change the channel, right? I was like, none of that shit, right?
That would never happen then. We would never watch Letterman.
Never watch Letterman.
Yeah.
Anyway, that woman can think things through. Number 5.
Yeah. Number 5. Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. By the way, that's an Australian thing. Right? You say something to someone,
and
we
do say
and they go,
sorry a
lot. And I always say, don't say sorry. And it's like, you can always spot all the Australians around. Go, what? And all of us imports, the ones who rejected another country, we all go, score.
Because if someone says something, it might not happen anywhere else in the world. And 20 often mumbles deliberately, I think.
I like hearing her say sorry.
Like, because it's like, it means... Sorry, like, excuse me,
it means,
what did you say?
Squeeze me. Like, speak the fuck up.
Yeah.
She says it in a
number
different
5.
way.
He fully accepts his desires as gifts already received and goes his way in peace, confident that they shall appear.
Alrighty. Accepts. I'm working on a pain product right now.
Are you?
Yeah, and for me, I know words don't have power, and sometimes I confuse them or I confuse people with them, or I'm confused about which ones to use, both the people and the words, because I'm managing for my middles.
All of that
right?
happens. Yes.
Right? and so here's what happens. So it's like acceptance. See, for me, accept is the same as expect. I don't know. There's an X in one of them, right? I gotta
expect is the same as accept.
Yeah. Like you drink enough. I mean, you see the pretty woman, you go,
right.
But
are you saying the accept as in the accept or the accept?
Exactly.
There's no X in accept.
Well, see, that's the whole thing, right?
Right.
So I see me a pretty woman, and I go, damn, right? What's the middle I can manifest up, right? Because I got to figure out my own plot, because I don't realize that if I just imagine talking to her, I'll ask a question or give her a compliment that's just like real. I mean, how often do I compliment you?
All the time. Hey, Joe.
12 disciples.
Yeah, but you're in Remarkable, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
Sorry, today's lecture was from
the 12 disciples.
Was from the 12 disciples. Right, sorry, keep going.
So here's the thing, right? So if I'm going, radio, here's a woman. I desire to talk to her. And I notice, fuck, she's got beautiful eyes. Now if I go, need me beer. Boom, right?
Why do you need me a beer?
Oh, because I want to talk to you.
Oh,
See,
okay.
But if I notice you got beautiful eyes and I just experienced that spontaneous... Joe says, don't bust my chops, Victoria.
Sorry.
She's in an Amity
kind of mood. I know you were being helpful for the rest of the listening audience. Thank you, Joe. Yes.
So if my desire, if my res geste, you notice I'm big on res geste, right? And for me, Matthew...
It is. It's amazing when you really hear, when you notice for other people, for yourself, whatever, those words that just automatically just come out of your mouth.
So she tells me yesterday, right? Yesterday was a very eventful day in the world of me. And she goes, listen, will you stick around while I take a shower? Because I'm afraid Timmy Lee's going to knife me to death.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like...
He's our good friend.
Yeah, he's our good friend, and he's working out in the garden with a knife. She's like, I'm afraid he's going to chop me up. So I'm like, all right.
Okay, so I've been watching too many movies. Joe, this one's for you.
Oh, yeah, the tunnel.
You know all the shower type scenes where it's like, like that and stuff. And so
we get the shower
over a
fixed.
while, it's like, I'd really like to have a shower, but the problem is if you go to the pool, I'm home alone. Well, Timmy is outside, but his name's Timmy, Jimmy. I don't know, but no.
So it's like Timmy's out there talking to
I
his knife named
worked
Jimmy.
myself up in this.
So it's Timmy and Jimmy are out in the garden. Timmy the worker, Jimmy the knife.
So I couldn't even have a shower. I just said, Twenty, you got to stay home and let me. So I'll just quickly have a shower and then you can go.
Right. So let's talk about staying away from middles, right? The plan, the power, all that good stuff. Instead of plotting. Right?
Yeah.
So I hear the water start, and I'm like, I'm coming. Right? And I walk through the door, and I see this lovely naked woman in the shower. Right? And what do? I look at her, and I go, need me a beer. Right? And I run out, and I manifest me a beer. But there's two kinds of beer in the fridge. There's a can and a bottle. It's like, oh, fuck. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, which is the proper beer for 10 in the morning, right?
No beer at 10 in the morning.
Who can I call to find out what the proper beer for 10 in the morning? Is it a can? Right? Is it a bottle? No. I walk through that door. I see this lovely naked woman in the shower, and I go, damn. Right? It just shows up, and I sit down like I do, all cool. Another res geste shows up, right? Oh, here's the thing. I love
You get in the shower, says Coral.
You get in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had to get me to the pool.
Yeah, you did.
So it's like, I'll just enjoy, right? but it's that res geste, guys. Now here's the thing with Matthew. Whenever you get, your desires are gifts from God. They're divine in origin. Whenever you just accept them in their fullness, when you really get, they all have their plan and their power of fulfillment, right? A plan and a power are expressed. They aren't thought through. I'm going to think it through. I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to go oogle Victoria in the shower for the good of all involved and with the perfect way for perfect people, for the perfect time for everyone. Amen. But if I'm doing that and she's in there going, he's outside fucking praying again before he comes through the door. I wish that man would just come in and watch me shower.
Well, wasn't the intention, but anyway, yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Stella Jim says a bucket of breakfast wine.
of buck.
Bucket. Bucket
A
of...
bottle of Buckfast wine.
I say bucket of breakfast wine. Anyway.
Never heard of Buckfast wine.
All right,
Anyway.
So we had the quotes. We had
We've
some
had
shit
the
I was going to
quote.
say. Now let's really get focused here. Ready?
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, that'd be a change.
Problems or power? Okay, you'll notice Neville says your desires.
I thought you said our power then, but no, problems or power.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
look who showed up.
Uma, finally.
Uma. What is it? 23 minutes later.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, so
Yeah.
it all begins with, see, there are these questions that pop up that tell me that people are in orbit around problems, and problems do not have the plan and power. See, I'm not a big fan on words have power, but I believe like a good teacher uses words very specifically, even when they appear not to be, right? So it all begins with, see, these posts show up. Hey, has anyone here...
Yeah.
right. So you can read the next ones.
Manifested big money.
Right. So it's like, and sometimes I make a dollar figure. Radio.
Yeah,
so like if I
$1
manifest
million bucks, I mean, not
right. So
like
if I manifest
just 30 grand.
$999,000, you're not going to listen to me,
Yeah.
right? Really? Anyway,
Has anyone here grown hair?
give me a head with hair. Look at that, silver
Those
fox.
locks. Has anyone here grown taller?
We've had people do that. I may or may not be taller. I couldn't tell you, right? All I know is that when I walk into a room, I'm the boom. And
Has anyone here cured themselves of the itch?
now, when you go to the beginning of the show, when you look at the recording, she's laughing. The reason why is she looks at the notes before. I try to never let her look at the notes before. I like watching her like fly with a blindfold on. Right? It's just good fun
Bruce.
because she doesn't like roller coasters. She likes to fly. The
Yeah,
aircraft,
they
right? She gets on and
scare
wants
the
to
hell out
meet
of
the
me.
pilot. Right? Yeah, can I give you a few pointers, bud? Right? Me, I just go, oh my God, I love me some autopilot. Hope someone screwed with the code, right? So anyway, that's one way it begins. Yeah, okay, when you're stuck in orbit, you're trying to figure out, how do I plot this out, right? So don't be problem oriented. Here's another thing that we notice.
Sorry, he's got to come up and see Joe or
All
something.
this stuff. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay, so that whole thing. So we're looking at the odds. Like, has somebody here done it before? Or like, if somebody has never done it before, does it make it harder? Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Right? Hey, is anyone over 50?
Anyone over 50?
Yeah, has anyone over 50 like manifested someone to love?
All right.
Right? Has anyone over 75 manifested up money? Radio. Right? Has anyone under 25? It's like, oh, let me get this right. See, so when you're under 25, you worry about being too young. Right? When you're double 25, you worry about being too old. That's always secondary cause. And secondary cause, whenever you start blaming, like, I don't know if it's really going to happen, this is the sneaky thing. As soon as you go to the world of probabilities, the world of, hold on, Lisa Ann LaRock says Victoria's hair is so lovely and glossy
That's because
tonight.
I had a shower yesterday.
Yep, and you can watch the whole show and find out. Yeah, look at that.
Scared as I
Yeah,
was.
and Carol shared the secret too. That's good. Yeah, Lisa Ann LaRock says she showered. Hey,
Now you know my secret.
Right, I got that. I put up with a plumber just so you could take a share.
Oh, Bruce.
Anyway,
I love you, Bruce.
All right.
Sore today. Yes.
one more hashtag. Ready?
Yes.
Secondary cause is always based on problems. As soon as you buy into problems, you're looking at secondary causes. On the other hand, whenever you buy into you, whenever you buy the pearl, hey, we've got a call coming up Saturday morning here, Friday evening in the US of A.
Yeah.
It's about the pearl of great price. I sent out an email yesterday, only 10 slots.
All gone.
And they're all gone,
actually.
right?
In
If you
a
want
few
if you
hours.
want on the standby list, email me, right? Yeah, and because we're not letting more than 10 people in because I made a promise. But
That's the law.
that's the law.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So secondary cause is always problem-based thinking, yada yada yada. As long as you find yourself plotting, you're taking over where you shouldn't. Every desire has its own plan and power, and every problem has you plotting. It was going to say something sneaky and make me buy something with this hypnotic eye. Anyway, Victoria, that's good enough.
Luke said, your hair's very nice and glossy today.
Oh, Luke. You know why?
Why?
Because
You pay him.
I'm Luke's father.
Luke's father.
Oh no, it's the other Luke. Sorry.
He's
Whoa.
probably going, what
Fuck,
are you?
I could be your dad too, Luke. Right? Anyway, yep. We've been talking a lot about Queen because we've gone nuts over Freddie, and my poor mom. My mom is like Catholic as you can get, and and I discovered the Columbia Record Club. 12 records for a penny. Right? I never read the rest, right? But I got my 12 records for a penny, and it always included like the latest Star Wars, dun, 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 the Darth Vader theme song, and Queen. Nothing really mattered after they go Beelzebub, and it's like my poor mother, like my poor mom.
Especially Beelzebub.
Yeah, so here I am loving Darth Vader, Beelzebub, and then look at him. These guys from Queen are cool. Look at the cover of the album, right?
Columbia Club was cool.
Yeah, that was great fun. But anyway, yeah. So I was going to say something, but it don't matter. Victoria, go for it.
I'll just acknowledge. Kadra. Hello.
Feliz Kadra.
Also, Stella Jim. So I just learned something on the show. Apparently, Buckfest wine. I think she said is paint stripper.
Oh, that'll be like Boone's Farm.
So they actually drink that shit.
Oh, people drink Boone's Farm.
What's Boone's?
I tell you what, the real bad one is Mad Dog 2020. Seriously, my dad discovered the orange flavor. He's like, you got to try this.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, it's orange flavored wine.
Well, I tell you, when I actually first went to the UK, the thing that was actually going ballistic, I mean, worldwide, was all those alcoholic. I don't know what you call them, but like one was called Two Dogs. They were all like probably vodka or something. Do you know what I mean? With
dumb shit. Sugar.
Sweet fizzy shit in it.
Yeah.
And people would go and just down about 20 of them or something. It's just like,
party time.
We made a killing on it, actually, because we had a pub there. Right. Sorry. What we want to know is tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry vet?
That's right.
Mine actually was that third bit, that the power and the plan. I love that.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God! All these people know all the cheap alcohols. This is great.
Yeah, do they?
Yeah, they're just
there was so many of them.
Yeah, they're just going right through the list.
I know.
Yeah, this is my childhood. Right?
Late 90s to early 2000s. It was just amazing. Every diet is a gift from heaven. Yes, so every diet contains it already. That just is mind blowing. Actually, that desire already contains the plan, the power and the plan of its self-expression.
Yep.
It's phenomenal. It's fantastic.
Mind-boggling, right?
Yeah.
She got to watch Letterman last night. Like, seriously, I love David Letterman. Like, David Letterman got me through my late teens, early 20s. You know what I mean? But it's like he was just a little bit too serious on a couple of his shows. And it's like, I'm not in the mood for serious. And I mean, you could just tell. It's like, well, I'm in the mood for Letterman, right?
So we did actually get out of the show.
Yeah, we bounced down.
I mean, because we were in Netflix, bounced out of, what's his name? Who were we in? Norm MacDonald. And went down to I said, go have a look down. I think Letterman's there or something. Let's have a look at my list. And I don't feel like Letterman. It's like, all right then, go back to Norm MacDonald. And it was pretty bizarre and funny how. And the next guest is Letterman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well.
It was perfect. And it was a great show. There was no seriousness involved. It was pure Dave and Norm MacDonald.
Actually, just about every guest can't believe, is this really your show? Are you calling this a show? And then he'd do dumb stuff like, let's have a break right now. So blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And they never go on a break.
Yeah, they'd think they're on break.
And then he'd lead them to believe, like with the first guy, Spade.
Yeah, David
Spade. He gets him to keep talking and then goes, right, we're back from our break now, so tell us what what are you saying? Sorry, I guess you had to be there, but
check out Norm.
Pretty hilarious. Well, sort of. It's a bit geeky as well,
look at her
really.
Say not to check out Norm.
Well,
yeah, when you're not here with us.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, your strawberry bit was that. No, what?
No, Herman. Yeah. This is Herman with a buzz cut.
Yeah, he had to cut. 20's got it on his head instead now.
Yeah, that's right.
That was it, was it?
What was my strawberry bit? You know, my strawberry bit really comes down to the whole thing that we explored in the remarkable group that I just had to bust a move with here. Problems don't have the power. Problems don't have the plan. And you can tell you're in problem mode if you're plotting. On the other hand, if you're moving to a desire, a real end, not a middle. Yeah, here's a problem. Ready? I got $20 million worth of debt. So does Trump. You think it bothers him?
He's probably got more than that.
Yeah, he's playing all kind of games, right? He ain't going,
care.
yep, I have to reduce my debt. Yeah, no, he's going, I'm going to go fuck with something. Yeah, hoo-ha. I should learn how to do Trump. I haven't bothered yet. Learn me. But that whole thing of really, your dreams, your desires, they're gifts from God. They're divine in origin. Your dreams, your desires have plan and power. Exactly what Victoria said. And on the flip side of that, if you find yourself plotting, well, if I win me the lotto, and if I win me the lotto by talking to someone who's won over $1 million, not like Mr. 20, who only had $999,990, he obviously doesn't know shit. Right? By the way, I got this letter the other day, and it was this really weird-ass complicated, like, well, you know, like, if you could take a few moments and explain to me what I'm asking about, because in this context, wouldn't this possibly also mean something different than what you didn't say? It doesn't mean that time you didn't do a show on a Thursday. And so I write back. I says, look, you know, this is a bit complicated for an email. I can't answer this in an email. 3 months later, write back. Oh, I finally got around to reading your email. Thank you for sending your email. You know, being a teacher of the law, you wouldn't think you couldn't answer it in an email. Oh! It's like I imagine you could answer it in an email.
See ya.
It's like,
That's what I do.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? Next and unsubscribe, right? It takes you 3 months after I spend my precious time saying, hey, this is beyond an email.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and go, let me take the next 4 hours of my life going through your convoluted bullshit, right?
God.
To give you an answer, which you're going to go, oh, well, but according to the people that I think that might be doing something differently that you're not doing. It's like, radio.
Teacher doesn't know shit.
Right. To quote the Beatles, ready? Scrambled eggs.
What?
Yeah.
Beatles?
Yeah, that's how they wrote that song. They used the word scrambled eggs.
No,
they did. Look it up. It's on the internet. It's fucking true. Right. All right.
Here's come Emmett to say hello.
Hey, Emmett. Uncle Joe.
Hey.
Look at that. It's little Joe.
Oh, look, Emmett.
It's little Joe and Victoria's boobs.
Emmett.
Anyway.
Emmett. Okay, Victoria's boobs.
Gotta go. You know what I look at in the share?
What's going on?
Well, that's as good as it gets. Anyway, maybe we should watch some Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
I love you. Kiss me. Give me a kiss for Big Joe.
Baba. Oh.
All right, or not. Yeah, I said kiss me for Big Joe, and he turns his
the
other end toward me. Have a great day, guys. Ready, Victoria?
Yeah.
See ya.